Right, everybody, we are at the booth of Starboard, and next to me is Flo Brunner, the head of Starboard Germany. And of course, first and foremost, Flo, we are at the last day of the boat show, and how was the last few days for you? How was your week?
Well, we did have 8 really busy days. The first weekend we saw a lot of people here in the hall. We are in a new hall, Hall 17, with a great pool, and also during the week a lot of people were here. Friday actually was the busiest day since many years for a weekday, and yesterday the hall was really packed again, and we are looking forward to the last day, and we did enjoy it.
Really cool. Yeah, so did I. It was amazing. And before the floodgates open here with the people flow, why don't you show us real quick what is the main interest in SUP, wing and foil that you show to your customers, kind of like the highlights of the Starboard product range?
Well, stand-up paddling was really interesting here at the show because, when we came to the show, we thought, well, stand-up paddling, last summer, kind of got a little drop. But the interest in stand-up paddling still was really good. And what we can see as the sport matures, more and more people are, going towards composite boards. And that's really interesting for us.
We love to hear that.
We do have a range here. We are still, or Starboard still is investing in R&D for race boards. So that's a very important point. We do have the All-Star here, which is just behind me here.
Okay.
Like an all-water race board.
A big winning board that we see on podiums with so many race athletes and stars of the international SUP scene.
Yes, it's a board built for open water racing, for technical races, and so this board is working really well. Most of our team guys are using a board, which is a little bit wider, so compared to the Sprinter flat water race board. So the All-Star, most guys use it in 14 by 23.
Yeah. And in terms of inflatable, we see you guys are really cutting edge development in stiffness, rigidness, and also kind of sharp rails from what I saw.
Yeah, I mean, in composite boards, we do have the All-Star as the all-water board or downwind board, and the Sprint for flat water racing. And now we do have the same in inflatable range. Okay. We did have the All-Star as the all-water board, and now we also have the Sprint as an inflatable. It's a board with a very pointy nose. It's pretty narrow, and of course, as it is 6-inch thick. When it goes below 24, what we can see here, it's getting really tippy, but also really fast for an inflatable board. So it does have the airline system, and the airline system is like a cable which runs from the fin box all the way on the bottom over the nose, and it does have tension on the nose, and so this gives a very good response.
Very cool.
When you have like your power stroke,
yeah,
and then you bend the board, and then it's releasing, and this movement is actually moving the board forward. Okay. And that's really quick. Another board I wanted to show you is the Saval. This is a very interesting board.
Oh yeah, look at this. I haven't seen anything like that yet. Yeah. With this with this ridge here.
Yeah, it has a double chamber here and goes all around the board. So it's the thickness is just 4.75 and adds 2-inch here. And then even in the center area you have a board which is even thicker than the 6-inch board. Gives a lot of stiffness, but it also gets your center of effort down. So similar to the composite boards, with a lower standing area. Also when you have some luggage with you, it's also lower. So this is a really fast touring board. It's 14 by 28, and when you pivot turn it, as it's thinner in the tail, you can really easy sink it, so you can do a really quick pivot turn.
Very cool. Well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
What I also want to show you in terms of follow me.
Follow this guy. Lots of good things to see here.
So this is the Sprint, and this is like the hollow Sprint, and this is really interesting. Maybe you can hear it.
Oh yeah, it's hollow.
Yeah. And so this board is a 14 by 23. And it's very lightweight. It only weighs 8 kilos, so this is fantastic.
Wow.
And so this will give the racer, more acceleration as it's way lighter than the carbon sandwich board. And a lot of racers of our top guys are using this for flat water
Amazing.
racing now.
I did not know. Is this a production board?
Yes, it's a production board.
Production hollow boards. Who would have thought? That is actually something that...
We do not show.
Very cool.
We do not show prototypes here at the show.
Of course, makes sense.
And this is a production board, and one of our top German team riders, Ole Schwarz, this is his board. So we exhibited it, and today he will pick up the board and take it home for training, and then we will see him in races on this board.
Very, very cool. That's amazing. That's super stoked. Now, in terms of new trends in sports, the boat show is always on the forefront, and of course, foiling was a big topic here. What is the questions that the people on the booth ask you, the shops, your dealers? What is kind of like, how do they receive the trend, and what are their thoughts, what they come to you with?
Yeah, maybe we go over to the wing and foil equipment. The sport already extended a lot, and we see a full range of wingboards here. It's starting, with this board here is a very special board.
Yeah, that's Saint's board, I can tell.
Yeah, well, it's the extra, and this is a really fast board. It's also, also for racing.
Yeah.
So the winging is a pretty young sport, but we already do have different categories like waves, like free ride, freestyle, and racing, and this is how we show the range here. Interesting for me was that we did have a lot of interest of people starting to wing.
Yes.
And this is really good. This is also something where we should be very serious about, that we do not push too far.
Too soon,
just showing winging in big waves, just showing jumps.
Totally.
So because the sport is really young, and of course we do have different products
with the wings,
with the wing with X-Ply materials.
Yeah.
So really fast wings with Hokipa material for the front tube and the middle strut.
Right.
But this is a very expensive product. We have like the free ride wing here. So that the end team wing also made out of Hokipa materials. So you have more pressure in the tubes, but for us it's also very important that we do have the right entry level and free ride wing in our free wing range. So free wing actually is the wing brand of the Starboard Group.
Right.
So that's also very, very important to mention. I can show the logo here. So
free wing. Yeah.
This is free wing, and we offer 4 different wings. As I said, the free wing Go is like the entry level and free ride wing. And so then we have
the lady wing was super cool. Love the colors.
It's not only for ladies, real men can wear pink.
Pink's the new. What was it? Pink was the new black, right?
And what you can see here, the wing is supplied with soft handles, with an insert with a screw, and you can exchange the soft handle with a composite handle, and. So this is really important.
That's a good idea.
Important to mention. So some guys would like to have the hard handles, and what is special about these hard handles? It's basically the shaft of a SUP paddle. It's a 26 millimeter diameter, and it's really lightweight. So it's half of the weight from our competitors. So this handle is only 100 grams.
Wow.
So when you exchange it, basically. It's almost as heavy or lightweight as the soft handles, so you don't add weight when you exchange the handles.
Awesome. Well,
so that's very
nice.
Yeah.
So Starboard always at the forefront of development with racing, with winging, for beginners and pros alike. Thank you so much, Flo, and all the best with our last day. Thank you so much. See you guys.
Thank you.
in the
Take
next
care.
video. Woo-hoo-hoo.